You guys have 5 total sets. Let's see. We're going to have a halfway caution at the end of lap 40. I'm sorry. No caution. Excuse me. No caution. Points will be given at the end of lap 40. Excuse me. No caution will be thrown. We have no race control, remember, so all cautions will be on iRacing unless there are 3 or more cars involved. And lastly, remember that the initial start is on green. All restarts thereafter are on the leader after the pace car goes down pit road, and leader has lane choice. Anything else, feel free to ask. Let's have fun, be nice, and yeah, good luck.
All right, so there you have it. Rundown for our Pocono race tonight. 80 laps, halfway points at lap 40, end of lap 40. Nice and simple rundown. 80 laps around the tricky triangle. Qualifying complete. Justin Wilkinson is your pole sitter. See if we can run through the lineup. We'll wait for the cars to get on track. It's a big track. We have a long time till we get around to the green flag, so let's go ahead and wait. But Justin Wilkinson is your pole sitter for tonight. What up, Jake? Hello. Good to see you. Go ahead and set up some stuff while we're waiting. Make sure our replays are ready to roll. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys ready for some Pocono action? I am sorry for getting in very last minute, but we had to do the update. I was not prepared. Opened it up and was like, oh, there's an update.
Oh my god, it's the Undertaker!
Apparently the Undertaker's here.
This front row is interesting. I'm a witness.
Friendly reminder, you don't have to go pit road speed.
Clint with the reminder you don't have to go pit road speed.
But rules.
Alright, cars headed out onto the racetrack for the warm-up lap. Let's get ready to go green. From Pocono, let's run you through the starting field.
I knew that was going to happen.
You got the Jeff Gordon throwback for Justin Wilkinson starting on the pole, number 19. Hayden Lowell in the 5 starts in second. Joe Madigan, 76, Ford Mustang, rolls off third. Brandon Bikey in the 27 Chevy rolls off fourth. Bill Rivard, Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, Baja Blast, rolls off in fifth. Travis Martin, Casper, the Ghost Man, repping out there, rolls off in the 6th spot. Wes Parker in his 10 tenths Toyota, throwback to his championship car, rolls off in the 7th spot. Blake Roebuck got the win in ARCA last night. He rolls off in the 8th spot. Ian Montrose starts in 9th. Ethan Evers starts in 10th. Nathan Lafayette, 11th. Cody Cleaver, 12th. Cody Brown, 13th. Jeremy Scher rolls off 14th. Clint Roberts in the 15th spot. Michael Edwards, 16th. Dominic Lee, welcome back, Dominic. Shows 98 on the car, 91 on the scoreboard. Tyler Lane 18th. Jeremy Clapper, 19th. Dalton Hayes, not shown on track, 20th. Jay Munch, 21st. J.R. Deal, 22nd. Daniel Wallen, 23rd. Jake Lawrence, 24th. Scott Elston, 25th. Will Ashbrander starting from the pits in 26 as we get underway. And instantly, Madigan's going to look to the inside. Way down low is Madigan in the 76, timing that restart. I guess it would be called the start, not the restart. But Joe Madigan going to get to the lead. What's up, Mountain Refugee? We got a big wreck in the background. Several cars piling up in here. 00 holding the brakes, but everyone piling in anyway. Nowhere to go. Tyler Lanen's around.
Hey, Nathan, if you see people checking out next time, check up too.
That was sent to the 00. Let's go back and take a look, see how this all kicks off, but a big pileup. See, it's ahead of there. Let's find the 00. Is that Travis Martin sideways there in the 63? Oh, Unfortunate start for the race here. Trying to find 63. Actually gets rebounded pretty well here. Looks like Bill Rivard in the 10 loses it, comes down into Travis Martin. And then everyone piles in, not checking up at the start. Round goes laning at the end of the wreck there. A lot of cars with damage early. Joe Madigan, Wilson, Hayden Lowell, Justin Wilkinson, Wes Parker, Brandon Bikey, your top 5 seem to get through unscathed. Then Blake Roebuck, Bill Rivard, who started the whole thing, he's in 7th. Got a little bit of left front damage to the 10 car. Quite a bit of rear end damage, left and right rear of the 10 car. Got significant contact there.
91, did your engine blow?
Yeah.
Damn it, Dominic.
I'm trying to fucking catch up, and you guys are checking up like that on the fucking back stretch.
Daniel Llewellyn being angry. Cody Brown looks like he got through unscathed. I don't see much going on Ethan's car either. Scherer looks okay. Martin's got some heavy contact on just about every corner of that car. Edwards looks alright. Clint coming to pit road. It's like Roebuck hit pit road, so maybe he got a piece of it that I didn't see. Or maybe he's getting fuel here. Angry Custom does pay. I mean, Daniel Wallen's in the race. Angry Custom's likely to pay. Looks like the entire outside of the top 10 has come down pit road. Roebuck blinks out a little bit. A lot of bit. Yeah, it looks like fuel only for the 30. He's back out and away. Martin seems to have maybe checked his damage, or did he take a repair? Looks like there's still a little damage to that car, so he did not take his repair. He's going to try to stick with it. Jake Lawrence's car looks pretty decent. He had a 5-second stop. Bill Rivard, we saw the damage to his. Bill had a 13-second stop, so he was trying to get some damage repair, it seems. JR Deal, a 4-second stop. Car looks alright, so maybe just fuel for JR. Elston, an 8-second stop. Perhaps getting some damage repair there. Looks pretty decent shape. J Munch had a 15-second stop. You see the right side's bashed in a little bit on the 69 Arc.io Toyota. Roebuck letting people by. There's Will Asherbander started from the pits. So his car is still in good shape as he was not involved in that wreck in any sort of way. See Roebuck still dropping back. We saw Lanin around backwards. He had a 54-second stop, so a lot of repairs on the 83.
You have to be ahead of me.
Daniel Wallen catching up to the field.
Tell me what people buying it, I don't know.
I think Travis Martin back down pit road, second time here. We try to repair more damage or take a fast repair. Not sure which. We'll keep an eye on it. See what he chooses. Fast repair taken by the 63. Travis Martin takes his repair. So does Bill Rivard in the 10. Two cars losing their fast repair right off the start. I think the 91/98 Dominic Lee had to take a tow. He is sitting in pit road. Dalton Hayes is a lap down. Not sure how he managed to get a lap down. Perhaps he missed the start. Then Dominic Lee has finished his tow, taking his fast repair. He is now one lap down in 26 spot. 26 cars started this one tonight. Lights out on our Ford Mustang pace car. Head through the tunnel turn, turn number 2. 3 turns in this triangle-shaped Pocono Raceway in the Pennsylvania mountains. Joe Madigan, your race leader. Got that one to start, getting by Justin Wilkinson. Right? We're not even 10% of the way, Derek, already. Only 5% of the way. Ford Mustang is going to make that hard left down pit road. Field in the hands of the 76. Joe Madigan gets us restarted. It's going to easily clear to the race lead. Hayden Lowell sits in second, side by side for third. Wes Parker.
Okay, black flag here for passing on the inside, trying to catch up to a car. Same here.
Justin
Dominic,
Wilkinson
whoever
gets a
again.
little out of shape there. Seems most of the field has made it.
Thank you.
Top several positions, single file already. Ethan Evers gets by Jeremy Scher for the 7th spot. It's like Cody Brown got a little high in the 17. Bikey trying to look to his inside. Bikey sends it low down through turn number 3. You can get a good strong run off the top side. There's a lot of grip up there, so we'll see if Cody Brown's able to get anything going, heading back down to 1. And he's able to hold off Bikey. Clearing by a couple car lengths too. That top side can be a real advantage out of 3. Hayden Lowell peeks to the inside of Joe Madigan for the race lead. Madigan sends it in deep on the top of 1. Wes Parker going to get alongside. They travel down the short chute between 1 and 2. It's actually a long chute between 1 and 2. Madigan pushing Hayden Lowell down that straightaway. Lowell drops down to the inside through the tunnel turn. Parker up to second. Madigan now dealing with Justin Wilkinson. Pole sitter trying to get back up into the top 3. Very close coming out of turn number 3, but able to stay off of him. Bikey a little out of shape coming off turn 3. All the way down to the inside painted area. Ethan Evers and Jeremy Scher both get by. Wilkinson does complete the pass on Madigan heading down into turn number 1. Parker still right in the tire tracks of Hayden Lowell. Who's that down on the inside back there? It's like Dalton Hayes. Hayes, of course, off the lead lap. Battling side by side through the tunnel turn. That's tough to do. Cody Cleaver on the outside, Tyler Lehnen on the inside. Those Ford Mustangs do in battle. Got Jay Munch in the 69 right behind him. We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. Jay Munch all the way to the bottom. Lehnen in the middle. Cleaver to the
I don't know
top.
if I put you right rear there in 3 West, but I'm sorry if I did.
Cleaver gets clear of that 3 wide. Jay Munch still peeking to the inside of Lehnen, so he head down to turn 1. Lehnen going to drive it in deep. I heard him on corner exit as him and Cleaver both got a little high on exit. Here comes the Ghost Man trying to rally back. 63 car. Took his fast pair, currently in 17th. Lehnen going to look on the inside of Cleaver. Daniel Waddle a little out of shape in the background. Red and black Chevrolet doing a little dance. Travis Martin nearly into the back bumper of J Munch. That was a tight squeeze. Lehnen gets the pass done on Cleaver. Oh, it's 47. Dalton Hayes pounds the outside wall coming out of turn 3. It's quite the ferocious hit there. Ethan Evers battling his former teammate Cody Brown. Ethan gets the spot away from Cody. Ethan up to 5th now. Like Jake Lawrence doing battle. Jeremy Clapper. Mike Edwards closing in on Jake Lawrence. Mikey and Cher. That is for the 7th spot. A couple of Chevrolets battling it out. Cody chose to leave that team.
Sorry.
I think Ethan Evers and Justin T. Wilkinson just made a little bit of contact there. We can back it up as they head into 1. See, Evers gets a little bit of that left rear of the 19, able to keep it under control and not crash at least, but not the way you want to enter turn 1. Now Wilkinson falling back to Cody Brown. Cody caught the apron going through the tunnel turn. That's going to slow him down and let Bikey get a run on the high side. Might lose the spot to Scherer as well. Jeremy Scherer, that black and yellow 15. Does clear on the outside of Brown. So that one little touch of the apron cost Brown 2 spots. And hits the outside wall coming out of 3, and around goes Brown into the barrels. Cody Brown just destroyed that 17. Racing for the Meatball Racing team. Take one more look, but he gets up high coming out of 3. It's that right side of the Supra.
We gotta go all the way
Boom!
around, boys.
He missed the
Just like
barrels, but head on into the end of the pit wall. Track like this, that is going to be a fast repair for the 17 if he still has one. Cody has fallen to the 23rd spot. Looks like the lucky dog should be 47 of Dalton Hayes. Keep an eye, see if Dalton does get that lucky dog. If you don't recognize this car, this is a throwback to Tony Stewart. Oreo birthday car. Wes Parker was able to get to the race lead, by the way. Jumped ahead of Hayden
Sorry
Hull.
about that again, 19.
Joe Madigan 3rd.
All good.
Ethan Evers, then Justin Wilkinson, Brandon Bikey, Jeremy Scherer, Jeremy Clapper Newell, Jake Lawrence, and Mike Edwards, your top 10. Yeah, it's pretty shocking that that 17 still has a working motor in it. $12 of 80. See if anyone comes down to pick up fuel or tires here. Could be a bit early, but if you expect it to go green, it could be a good strategy. Like Larry Mack always says, you tell him when the cautions are going to come out and he'll tell you when to pit. Here comes quite a few of them. Wes Parker, Hayden Lull, Joe Madigan. Ethan Evers is going to stay out here, get a lap led. Nearly everyone else coming to pit road. Looks like Ian Montrose is going to stay out and join Ethan Evers. Everybody else coming to pit road. Bikey missed his box trying to get into it now. That's going to be a very costly setback for the 27 of Bikey. He's still not in his box. It's like Wilkinson, Parker, Hayden Lowell, Madigan, Roebuck. So Wilkinson. First one off pit road, 6-second stop for him, so not sure if that's even enough for 2 tires. He may have just taken gas only in the 19. It's a really short stop. Wes Parker, 14 seconds. Hayden Lowell, 14-second stop, 4 tires and fuel. Madigan, 4 tires and fuel. Roebuck, 6-second stop. Could be fuel only there. Bikey, we saw all the drama he had getting into his box. He has a 6-second stop. That's how he's still up towards the front in 8th. Would have been much worse if he took the 4 tires there. Share, a 15-second stop. Cleaver, interesting number, 12-second stop. Don't normally see a 12-second stop. Don't know if that's 2 tires and a little extra fuel or what that could be for Cleaver. Strange number though. Is that Bill Rivard coming back in? 10 car. Bill Rivard pits out of the 16th spot, comes back down the pit road. What's up, Becca? Bill's already taken his fast repair, so I don't know if he's fixing damage, taking fuel. Oh, there's left side tires going on the 10. Interesting. Left side tires for Bill Rivard. See Will Ashburner coming back out behind him. Nathan Lafayette coming around. Dominic Lee 1 lap down, and Cody Brown I think is retired the car after that impact with the inside pit road wall. Don't see him out on track anywhere, so we're getting set for the restart. Field makes its way down the backstretch. Down into turn 2. Through the short chute. So not pitting this cycle, Ethan Evers and Ian Montrose on the front wheel. Look at the damage on that 2 car. That's going to be pretty tough to keep up the speed. A track like Pocono Aero is pretty important. Ethan Evers your leader. Fort Worth Screen Esports Toyota. RaceEPI.com. Ethan gets us underway. We are restarted from Pocono. Right off the bat, Ian Montrose struggling a little bit. 22 Wes Parker thinking about making it 3 wide around him. Joe Madigan might do so all the way to the bottom. And there goes Wilkinson. Gets tagged by Parker, and around goes the 19. Trying to catch back up to him. Elston's around 2. There he is. See if we can find how all that starts. May need the far chase here. 19, Joe Madigan had on the inside. Ian Montrose looks like he just came down into the 19.
Like a negative way, but how was Pocono to wreck that?
Daniel Llewellyn gets into the 19. Clint Roberts gets into the back of Llewellyn. Looks like Llewellyn towed out of there. Clint Roberts pretty torn up. Scott Elson missing a back bumper now. Dalton Hayes, big right rear damage to that 47 car. Travis Martin's got right rear damage. Got some right front damage too. Travis Martin's car pretty banged up. Ghostman's car beat up quite significantly. Ethan Evers out front. And no worries. Montrose, after getting contact with the 19, he is hanging on to second. Joe Madigan in third. Hayden Lowell fourth. Wes Parker had a little contact there. See if there's any damage to 22. He's going to come check it himself. Or choose not to at the last second. Thought Wes was going to come check out his damage there, but he stayed out. See if we can go on his roof cam, see if we can tell any damage here. Seems to be alright. Don't see any significant damage to him.
Check up at the 1.
Maybe a little separation of the bumper and hood, but not a lot. Right there at the headlight.
Come on to the outside.
This will be the wave around that Dominic Lee has needed. Here he comes. Getting back on the lead lap. 98/91. Dominic Lee currently in the 23rd spot. Oh god, please no. We're going to look at Mikey's cockpit, but I don't know why. Alright Mike, what are we looking at?
That wreck slip.
The wreck. 10 foot. Go on board with Mikey. Through the wreck. Here we go. Probably want to wind it a little bit more. Here goes 19 around. Barely missed that. Barely missed that. Oh my gosh. Did he miss that? He may even got a piece. That was so close.
No.
That was so freaking close.
Dominic, I just came out of the pits and I'm going back in, so you can push the first car if you need to.
He got a piece. He got the 85 Elston a little bit.
Sounds good.
Man, you almost made it through. Wilkinson spins down. Ghostman T-bones Elston. Mikey gets the right rear with his left front. It looks okay though. The right side's more banged up than the left is. Ethan has some front end damage. Here's my desktop. I'm sure you wanted that. Ethan has a little bit of nose damage in the 8 car. Seems no one is immune to the damage.
Love the desktop's with.
And a beautiful desktop, isn't it? Same two in the front row. Evers and Montrose for the restart. Evers still has not pitted. All 18 laps has not come down pit road. Montrose has been down for damage repair. Then Madigan, Lowell, Parker all taking tires. Mikey for fuel. Cleaver fuel. Roebuck fuel. Scherer and Lanen all tires. That's how your top 10 stacks up on pitch strategy. Getting set for the restart on lap 18, coming to 19. 80 laps. This race at Pocono. Ford Mustang GT hits pit road. Ethan Evers and his Toyota gets us going. Joe Madigan, a pretty great restart behind him. Going to be side by side with Montrose as they head down to turn number 1. Hayden Lowell bails on Montrose, sticks behind Madigan here. Montrose does have that nose damage, as does Evers. So if we stay green, I believe the 2 and the 8 will both be in a bit of trouble. Especially Evers with the older tires, as here comes Joe Madigan. Working down the backstretch, looking to the inside of race leader Ethan Evers.
I'm not backing out.
Madigan to the race lead as they head through the tunnel turn. Now Ethan Evers going to be under attack from Hayden Lowell. Head down to turn number 3. Lowell keeps it pinned down to the yellow line. Wes Parker now looking to the inside of Ethan Evers. Madigan leads, Lowell second, Evers battling with Parker for third. Parker gets clear. Now looks underneath Hayden. As he heads down the backstretch, Parker going to tuck in line, try to get a draft off the 5 of Hayden Lowell. Bikey gets around Montrose. That was for the 5th position. Parker big time sideways coming off of that corner. Tunnel turn, Parker was very out of shape. Parker runs a lane higher than the 5 of Hayden Lowell through 3. Looks like they're getting pretty racy back behind here. Lane in Roebuck and Montrose 3 wide. Montrose gonna fall back with that nose damage. Now Roebuck and Lanen side by side. Lanen moving up to the 6th spot. Parker trying once again on Hayden Lowell. What happened to you, Tito? Wes Parker, big time slide in front of Hayden Lowell. See if Hayden is able to cross him over. Not quite. Wes did a really good job of keeping the momentum up. That was impressive through the tunnel turn there. Parker up to second. See if he can start making inroads on Joe Madigan's lead, which sits at a half second. And the yellow is out as J-Munch is around, as is Clapper. 69 of J-Munch, 21 of Clapper around here. Oh, Clapper hits the outside wall coming off a 3, and unfortunately when he came across, much like Cody Brown, Cody went all the way to the inside wall. There's a car in the way for the 21 of Clapper. He comes down right into J-Munch in the 69 car. Shoots right down into his right rear corner, hooks him into the wall. Clapper then ricochets inside outside. We'll see if the 20 or 69, see if he makes any other contact. I don't think J-Munch hits anything else, just spins a bit. Everyone avoids him. Clint Roberts coming to the picture. He has no nose on that 87. And we are back under yellow at Pocono. Not a track you would expect this much yellow fever at. Oh, that took you out, Tito? I didn't know that took you out. I thought you had a repair.
Checking up off 1.
Ethan Evers still is not pit. We're working lap 23. Have to wonder when that 8 car needs to come down for fuel. Lanen in 6th, Roebuck 7th, Montrose 8th, Edwards 9th. Share your top 10. Yeah, that'll do it. Lawrence 11th, Rivard 12th, Cleaver 13th, Lafayette 14th, Deal 15th, Elston 16th, Lee 17th, Asherbrenner 18th. J-Munch just involved in that wreck, currently 19th. Clint Roberts, severely damaged Chevrolet. He's been getting damage repairs on these yellows, as has Dalton Hayes. This car is 20th, 21st. Travis Martin limping around here in a 63. He's already had his fast repair, so he's in for a long race. So all these cars come down pit road. We'll look up front. Wes Parker stays out, as does Mike Edwards, Jeremy Scherer, Bill Rivard. Joe Madigan hits pit road. Brings Hayden Lowell with him. Ethan Evers finally coming down pit road. Bikey, Roebuck, Montrose, and the rest. Pretty much the rest of the field on pit road. Keep an eye down towards the front, see who wins the race off. It's going to be gas only for the 5. Hayden Lowles, he heads back out. Tyler Lanen, same strategy. JR Deal comes down, fuel only. It's like Jake Lawrence, Nathan Lafayette, fuel only. Then Bikey with tires. Evers 4 tires and fuel. Roebuck tires and fuel. Elston 10-second stop. So I'm not sure what the call was there. Maybe some damage repair. Cody Cleaver comes down 4 tires and fuel. Montrose 4 tires and fuel. Let's check his nose, see if he took his fast repair. He has not, so the 2 car still has front end damage. Asherbrenner 16th, came down for a 9-second stop. Dominic Lee 4 tires and fuel. Looks like Clint's finally given in. Clint has taken that fast repair. And Clint 4 tires, fuel, and a fast repair. Has a new nose on that Chevrolet. Martin, as we said, have already used his fast repair, so he's in for a long race. Try to limp that calf spur Mustang home to a decent finish. Joe Madigan back in 20th. Madigan must have picked up some damage because he had over a minute stop here. That's longer than any kind of penalties. Must have been trying to fix something. Yeah, there's a little right side damage to that 76. Looks like he may have smacked the outside wall a little bit. These cars fixing damage as well. Dalton Hayes, J Munch, Clapper Newell. Minute 27, minute 35, and a minute 33 on their pit stops. Trying to get as much damage repair as they can. And the field not too far behind them. Lights out on our Ford Mustang pace cars. So those cars that just came off pit road going to have to hurry. Hustle around to try and catch the field. You see our field working their way down the backstretch. .55 laps to go.
Drive.
Claire, put the phone down.
Nah, that was on purpose, Tyler.
Yep, just trying to intimidate you.
Yeah, intimidate him.
Good way to get right.
Hmm.
Nah, look on my phone.
Tell him hookers later.
Coming out of turn number 3. Field in the hands of Wes Parker. Defending champion of the series. 22 orange, white, and black machine on the inside. Gets us restarted. Edwards has his teammate Jeremy Scherer to his inside. Scherer looking to go from 3rd to 2nd. In positions, not in gearing, that would be bad. Jeremy Scherer up to P2. Mike Edwards going to try to ride the momentum from the high line, but Scherer going to close him off. Edwards crosses over, gets in the back of Scherer. Scherer hits the outside wall. Not the way you want to typically race your teammate. Jeremy Scherer, pretty heavy damage there. Wasn't very nice. Scherer has Bikey to contend with. And the yellow is out.
Why you guys wrecked them for 20th?
Dominic Lee is around.
I wasn't trying to turn you, Dominic. I was just holding my line. I was right there, though.
Dominic Lee does wiggle down towards the 2.
It's Pocono. This track is so wide. I don't understand.
Pay attention to stuff, please. I know I'm not one to talk, but don't set me off tonight, please.
It's very odd. I don't know what to think of that one.
Ian,
It's
it's
weird.
honestly not your fault. It's my fault for being anywhere near the top 20.
There's only 26 cars. You're always going to be near the top 20. It looked like Dominic was trying to get away from the car on the outside wall. Maybe didn't know 2-car Montrose was there or that close, or not sure. It's very strange. But car shouldn't be any kind of bad shape. Wasn't very hard contact with anything. All cars still running now on the lead lap. Out of the race, 24th Wilkinson. Llewellyn will finish 25th. Cody Brown finished 26th. 3 cars out of this one. 23 still running. See if we can get a quick word with a Wesley. Wes, DG, got a copy?
Oh, why did you have to do this to me?
So I can just torture you. That's why.
I know. Well, I was going to go use the bathroom, but hey, we're here. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
We're having fun.
Why are we under yellow so much? What did you do to the field?
I don't know, man. I think there's a little oil on the track over here in turn 1 and 2. Well, 1.
I was going to say 1 and 2. That's very far apart.
Yeah. Well, they're wrecking over there too, so.
You've been sideways through 2 a couple times, so it seems to be fast for you.
Yeah, I mean, can't give out secrets or anything, you know. I'm just driving fast.
Loose
All
is
it
fast
is.
and on the verge of out of control.
Yeah.
Well, you
This
got
track
that.
is fun.
You got that throwback paint from your championship win going on tonight. Is that giving you a little bit of good mojo? Got you out front?
A little bit, yeah. I just, got tired of seeing the basic white car with nothing on it, so had to bring this out, this old Butte.
10-4. Well,
So,
a little painter tip. You could always just paint that section that says 1010s on the hood white and put your actual sponsor on there. Pretty easy.
yeah, I'm lazy. I never have time to do stuff, really.
I'm sure Tito wouldn't mind helping you out.
Yes, I have a great idea for him soon. I think that would be cool.
I don't know who this is. I can't tell by the screen names or anything, but someone called ArtTeach55 says Wesley is such an awkward human.
Undisclosed. I don't know that person either.
All right, bud. Well, however you got to go pee, go figure it out. We'll let you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. Maybe he'll hand the wheel over to Autumn and let Autumn drive it around the pace laps. Maybe he'll park it, run and pee, and come back. Who knows? But the lights are out on the pace car, so we better do it quick. This 22 just drives away from the field. How bad does he have to pee? I have no idea. But he's this far ahead of the pace car.
Where's the leader?
Leader's in turn 2.
Coming off of 1.
He's coming off a 2.
No, like he's invisible.
No, he's not. He's just in turn 3.
No, he drove like way off into the distance because he has to pee. So this would be really interesting.
So Wes Parker car is rolling in turn 3. The rest of the field's getting ready to go into turn 2. Do the tunnel turn. There's Wes. Wes is trying to get a P in. Field is catching him quickly. Here they come. It's coming out of 2. This is going into 3. This is going to be awkward. Oh, he's going again. He's slowing again. Who knows if he was able to get his P in or not. Guess is as good as mine.
Thank you.
I guess he made it. And Wes gets us restarted at Pocono. Emptied his tank, got a full one on his race car. Bill Rivard trying to get second spot away from Mike Edwards. He definitely didn't wash his hands. Definitely didn't wash his hands. Bill Rivard P2, Hayden Lowell gets by Edwards for third. Tyler Lanen now battling Edwards. He decides to tuck back in behind the 14. Quickly we get single file here to go back to 12th for a battle. Looks like Blake Roebuck maybe trying to get by JR Deal. He's got the nose to the inside. Deal going to give him the room. Roebuck to the bottom through 3. Up ahead, Bill Rivard, Hayden Lowell battle for the second spot. Hayden trying to take it away. Rivard once won a truck race by 29 seconds. He knows how to get around the bigger tracks. Side by side, they remain for the second spot. Wes Parker's got to love seeing that in his rear view. Rivard way up the hill for the tunnel turn. That's going to allow Hayden to get through. Spoke too soon. Bill kept the momentum up pretty good up there. A little bit of help from Edwards and he's right back up in there. If he can keep the nose there, you can get a good run off 3, but I think Hayden's going to try to chop it off. See if Bill crosses him over or not. Not quite the momentum he needs to do the crossover. Hayden finally gets that second position away. Took him a lap to get it done, but here we are. Hayden now 6/10 back from our race leader. See if he can run down Wes Parker. See all the different turn strategies on play in there as the 5 and 10 both back the corner up, but the 14 did not.
Dude? I'm right back.
Launcher's in the wall. Sounds unhappy. See if we can see what could have happened to him. Dominic Lee, the 98, comes up the track, gets a piece of the 2. 2 goes up and into the outside wall.
Alright, I'm just going to try to stop going fast, because apparently I can't do it.
Something's happened to Clint Roberts in the 87. I don't see him on the scoreboard though. There he is. Let's see what happens to Clint. Well, he talked, it sounded like he may have gotten the right side up by the wall, but I don't see any damage on his car. Wes Parker, Hayden Lowell, Bill Rivard, Mike Edwards, Tyler Lanen, Brandon Bikey. Bikey and Lanen battling for that 5th spot. In honor of the piston win. If I had hydration, I would totally drink something. I am all out of my secret stash of water bottles. Bikey not able to get by Lanen. Now Roebuck trying to get by Bikey. Lanen blocks the run of Bikey coming off the corner. Very unorthodox corner exit by Lanen in the 83. Now starts to move down in front of Bikey. Bikey having none of it. Not being intimidated. Believe that was Lanen say just take it. Now Roebuck wants to just take it as well. Roebuck not able to keep that momentum. Now Ethan Evers peeks to his outside. Evers smacks the outside wall coming out of turn 2. The 8 car heavy into the outside wall coming through the tunnel turn. Not going to help the aero on that car one bit. Cody Cleaver, Clint Roberts battle for the 11th spot. If I'm not mistaken, Clint just made that move on the outside because he was 12th, and now he's 11th. Well done, Clint. Mikey now John and Beat on the 14 of Edwards. Mikey's little underfunded team heading to the front. No sponsors on that car, just some race stripes. And there he goes, up to the 4th spot. Overdrove it a bit. Edwards trying to cross him over. Gets alongside. See if Edwards is able to pull it off through 3. Pikey goes ahead and tries the crossover back on Edwards. It's great racing here for the 4th spot. Pikey now going to have the inside line down to turn 1. Wes Parker, meanwhile, has given up the lead. It's a Hayden Lowe. Go back and see how this goes down. Hayden gets the run down the front stretch, gets his inside, and completes the pass before they even make it to the turn 1. So strong move there from Hayden to take the race lead. Now Hayden out front by 2/10 over Wes Parker. Bill Rivard tagging along there. Lanen now closing in on Edwards. So we work lap 36 of 80, closing in on that halfway. But here comes Blake Roebuck trying to get a twofer. All the way to the bottom for the 30 of Blake Roebuck. Lanen in the middle, Edwards up high. They're able to get it off the corner. Lanen finds himself passed by Roebuck, and Roebuck now trying to get Edwards going down into 1. Edwards way out to sea, way up the hill. Goes back to 7th. Lanen remains 6th. Roebuck goes from 7th to 5th, and Edwards goes from 5th to 7th. Clint Roberts. JR Deal battle, that's for the 9th spot. And a whole gaggle of cars there. Dominic Lee. It's the inside of Roberts. Joe Madigan trying to follow him through. Jake Lawrence on the high side. It's the most 3 wide I've ever seen at Pocono. JR Deal, Dominic Lee battle for 9th. Clint Roberts, Jake Lawrence, Madigan in there. Cody Cleaver on the back of that pack as well. 9th to 14th, all grouped together. Dominic Lee clears the field there. Gets out in front of the pack. Lee up to the 9th spot. Roberts gets by Deal for 10th. Closing on those ever important halfway points. We got 2 to go here in our stage. Clint Roberts has the final point. Just trying to look to the outside of Dominic Lee. Hayden's opened up a full second over Wes Parker. Parker has Bill Rivard not too far from it. Closest battle in the top 10 is for 9th between Roberts and Lee. Like Cody Cleaver smacked the wall on the 4 car. Comes Hayden to start lap 40. 10 points awarded to the
Here,
leader.
kitty, kitty, kitty.
10 points awarded to the leader of lap 40. Roebuck has gotten by Bikey.
Wrecking.
Really, Joe? I have somebody in front of me. You're going to sit there and push me?
He was a ways ahead of you.
No, he was. No, the hell he was not.
Drama.
I saw you had a good enough gap. I don't need to be checking up halfway past the straightaway.
You also don't need to be pushing somebody on fucking Pocono either.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll race you like that now.
Mm.
Go right ahead. I'll race you just like that too.
Well, I got beef.
We're done.
Hayden Lowell picks up the 10 points.
It's already.
He doesn't like passing people.
Stop. We're done.
Bill Rivard, Blake Roebuck, Brandon Bikey, Tyler Landon, Ethan Evers, Dominic Lee, Clint Roberts, JR Deal, Cody Cleaver. Picking up
We almost had enough, Wesley.
those 10 points. Sounds like Edwards and Wesley had to pit one lap shy of getting the points. Yes, they came down. Edwards and Mike Edwards and Wes Parker had to come down pit road. They did not have enough fuel to make it to that 40. And I believe Clapper may have been involved in an incident there that we were hearing all that bickering about. We were trying to watch that stage finish out. See what happened towards the back here. Really don't see anything. Joe is involved in it a little bit. There we go. Madigan and Lawrence get together behind Deal. Around they go, down into turn number 1. So that's what all the spiciness was about. 68 and the 76 having a little non-caution contact there. Lawrence now 15th. Madigan currently 10th. Should be seeing more pit stops now as we've made it to the lap 40. It's like Bill Rivard's bringing the 10 down pit road. Ethan Evers has made a pit stop. Rivard very lonely on pit road at the moment. Hayden Lowell comes out of turn number 2, down the short chute. From 43, not likely. I think one more would be my guess. Maybe 2. If they get the yellow, probably 2. Wes Parker just set his fastest lap. And session fastest lap. So after the pit stops, Wes Parker flying in that 22 car. Didn't even have any draft for that lap. He's currently a 19th.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I was plowing everywhere else. Happy that I was able to actually win.
Tyler Laning giving up the 5th spot to 98, 91. Dominic Lee. 91 in your scoreboard, 98 on your screen. Impressive that 98 so fast with all that rear damage that he has. That's quite significant rear end damage. Joe Madigan gets by Cleaver. Cleaver gives him a shot. A little bit of a bump. Everyone makes it. Clint Roberts, 87 to pit road, lap 45. 35 to go for the Cardinal Chevrolet. Looks like he's got some front end damage on there. I know he's already taken his fast repair. Probably too late in the game to sit there and take pit road repairs under green. I imagine he'll just 4 tires and fuel and live with the damage. It's like Jake Lawrence, 68 car, also on pit road. Wes Parker makes his way by. That's the first one that's pitted that we know of. He's currently 17th. Ethan Evers 18th. And Roberts goes right back out. 14-second stop. So fuel, tires, no damage repair except for the few seconds while they're doing the left side tires that the game automatically does. So Clint back out on track. Hayden Lowell still leads now by 4 seconds over Blake Roebuck. That is what 4 seconds of Pocono looks like. Seems like an eternity. Roebuck rides second. Bikey in third. Dom Lee fourth. Lane in fifth. Madigan sixth. J.R. Deal seventh. Dalton Hayes, Cody Cleaver right there with him, 8th and 9th. Jay Munch hits pit road in the 69. That car looks like it's been through a short track. I believe that was
this time.
Dominic in the 91.
Hitting this time.
A lot of folks will be coming down here on 46.
2 pitting this time, man.
We'll stay with our leader, see when he comes. Yeah, here comes Hayden. The king of getting speeding penalties. We'll see if he's able to avoid those today. He's gotten so many in this series. Roebuck stays out on track. Roebuck going to lead this lap. Bikey to pit road.
I didn't speed this time, Swiss. I didn't do it.
There it is. Hayden all excited. He did it. Madigan, I believe, stays on track. As does a few others.
Jeremy.
He hasn't exited yet. Good point. Good point, Derek. That 10 feet left at the end. Don't speed. All right. Now let's see if he did it.
I didn't speed on exit.
There you go. Hayden stays in the top 10 with the pit stop. Wes Parker up to 9th. Already made his. Wes currently enjoys 5.8 seconds over Hayden. Lafayette's not come down for his second stop, nor has Asherbrenner, Martin, Cleaver, Hayes, Deal. Madigan stays out. Roebuck stays out. Here comes Cleaver in the 4. Alright, Derek, sounds good, my friend. Cleaver brings the number 4 Blockbuster Mustang to pit road. Oh yeah, I'm sure that gap will shrink quickly. Wes currently has 5.2 seconds over Hayden.
30 pitting, 30 pitting.
That's the 30 of Roebuck, last night's winner. Over in the ARCA series coming to pit road. Looks like we have 6 cars left once, well 5 once Roebuck hits pit road. See if Madigan comes down.
I'm Peyton William.
Madigan a little out of shape there. Madigan coming to pit road, that's second spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything whenever you're pitting either.
What up?
I'll remember that though.
Mr. Snarky takes
Good
over the
enough,
race
man.
lead.
Everyone's remembering a lot of stuff today.
How about you say when you're pitting next time so you don't get ran over?
Hit each other. If you want to talk to me after the race, homie. We got it.
Uh-oh, brought out the homie.
Nah, you just did that on purpose and you know it.
Everybody knows what homie means. Dalton Hayes, Will Asherbrenner are the top 2. That gap between Parker and Lowell, by the way, is under 4 seconds now. Hayes comes to pit road, the 47. That leaves Will Asherbrenner, the race leader.
Sorry, Cody, I was trying to stay out of your way.
No,
And
man,
behind
you're all good.
Asherbrenner, you see at the start-finish line, that's Wes Parker in second. 7 seconds and closing on race leader Will Asherbrenner. William got his Fort Worth Screen Esports Camaro out front.
Thirty-one's pitting. 31 pitting.
Asherbrenner coming down this time, 30 to go.
Thank you, 8th up.
No, Mikey's in a Tony Stewart paint with the Fort Worth Screen Esports on it. Asherbrenner to the pit road. That'll hand the race back over to the 22. Wes Parker. That gap is 2.6 seconds. Hayden Lull is closing in a hurry on Wes Parker. Gotcha. Freaking lap 51 of 80. Race leader Wes Parker by 2.2 seconds and closing. Being chased down by this man, Hayden Lull in the 5. Do have a lap machine in between them. That the car of Jeremy Clapper-Newell 2 laps down. Bikey and Edwards battling back in the back. That is for the 5th spot. Bikey takes the low line, gets by the 14 of Edwards. Looks like Parker's going to have the 21 to contend with before Hayden Lull. Clapper-Newell not getting away from our leader. If he's able to get in front of our race leader and then the yellow comes out, he basically gets to make up 2 laps as he's the only car off the lead lap. Currently 2 laps down for the 21. So that gives 21 plenty of incentive to get by Wes Parker here. Going to look to the bottom in 1. Parker not going to be phased by it. Hayden Lull less than a second back now as he closes in. Just go on board with him. Watch him close down the leader and the lapper of Clapper-Newell. Through the tunnel turn. Sideways is the 21 right in front of Hayden. Here Hayden get out of the throttle multiple times to try and not get in any situation there. Now the race is on for the lead, 27 to go. Wow, those guys are driving those cars. Both of them sideways going through the tunnel turn. Hayden Lull to the inside of Wes Parker, going to get the move done heading into turn number 3. That'll put Hayden back out front. Clapper-Newell so frustratingly close to getting one of his laps back. They're just not able to get around them. Now we're looking at 26 to go. Let's start drifting through our field. Hayden in the 5 with the race lead, Wes Parker. Oh my gosh, gets tagged by Clapper-Newell. Clapper 2 laps down, giving it to the second place Wes Parker. A little bit of a bump there. Bill Rivard, your third place machine. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast, currently in the third spot. Ethan Evers rides in fourth. Seen him smack the wall a couple of times, but hasn't given up, riding in the top 5, along with Brandon Bikey. Bikey having a strong run for that team. In the 5th spot. And there's Blake Roebuck, the App State Chevrolet, currently in the 6th. Clint Roberts, with all that damage on the Cardinals Chevy, rides in the 7th spot. Behind him, you see the 83 of Tyler Landon, currently in 8th. Michael Edwards rides in the 9th spot. He and Wes Parker are on similar fuel strategies, so they'll be the first couple to pit this next time around as well. Dominic Lee rides in the 10th spot, despite all that back end damage on that 91 machine. Lanen and Roberts battling it out for the 7th spot. Really didn't think Clint would be able to hold him off with that front end damage, but Clint doing what he needs to do. Side by side across the line, still battling for that 7th spot. That's where you would think Lanen's clean nose would have an advantage when they're side by side. There goes Lanen up ahead, going down into 1. So Lanen clears Roberts. We'll get back to our field rundown. Edwards in the last spot in the top 10. Joe Madigan riding in 11th. He's got to win this season. Cody Cleaver rides in 12th. Montrose, Scott Elston right there with him. Battle for the 13th spot. Saw Elston early in the race without a back end, since taking his fast repair. Elston coming to pit road in the 85. Scott Elston brings his Syracuse Toyota to pit road. At David Rudiman
I'm not
looking.
planning on passing you again.
Throwback.
My car's dead.
It's Clint
I know
Roberts.
I want to pull away because you're going to pit before me, and if I can get a gap.
10-4.
Dalton Hayes leading JR Deal, Travis Martin, and J Munch. This car is all in a pack. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Got Jake Lawrence not too far back in 18th. Mr. Khakis. Got Jeremy Shear, 19th spot. So Will Ashburn getting some laps led. He's currently in the 30th position. It's like Ethan Evers, Brandon
When he
Bikey
gets me 76 go around.
traded the 4th spot a couple times. Meanwhile, both of them are running down Bill Rivard while battling side by side. find Jeremy Scherer. There he is. Our ticker was saying he was pitting, but I thought it was too early for him.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So when Evers and Bikey caught up to Bill Rivard, Evers ends up losing a spot to Blake Roebuck.
Oh shit, wrong one, Mike.
Wes Parker comes to pit road, which should be his final pit stop, I would believe, because he pitted right before 40, and now he's coming down with 20 to go. Should be okay to make it to the end here. Might be awful tight, but should be able to make it. Parker hits his box. Right side tires going on. Surprised Mike Edwards didn't come down this time. I bet we'll see him next time by. Parker down and away as he came to pit road from the second position. Hayden Lowell, race leader. Not going to want to stay out too much longer. And here he comes from first. Saw Parker come down. Time for Hayden make his final pit stop. Looked like he made it okay. Watching race leader tiptoe his way to pit road as he just now gets past. That's how much of a lead he had. 11 seconds out in front of Bikey. Clean stop into his box. Brandon Bikey, or as Cliff Mullins likes to call him, Brandon Bacon, out front for about that long. Blake Roebuck looks to his inside. They head down towards the tunnel turn. Roebuck has position. Awful hard to keep momentum up on that high line through tunnel turn, and yep, there goes. Roebuck to the race lead. Bikey second. Got Bill Rivard right on his back bumper. That first, second, and third
I
battle.
win every green flag stop without speeding. Someone put this on the calendar.
Hayden very excited that he didn't Denny Hamlin this race. Roebuck leads that lap. Don't know if Bikey is actually going to get officially credited with the lap lead there. I don't think so. Hayden's box was after the line.
Yeah, I'm getting the top.
Ian Montrose has hit pit road in the 2.
27 pitting in.
Jeremy Scherer's come down as well. 15 car. Joe Madigan having a bit of a blink. He's not actually on pit road. Roebuck leads with 18 to go from Pocono. Hayden Lowell has already made his pit stop and back up to 12th. Bikey a little out of shape, making Bill Rivard
4-car pitting.
having to readjust his entry. Those two make their way down pit road.
Thanks for letting me know, Cody.
Dalton Hayes being a sarcastic one. Bill may have missed his box a little bit. No, he got it. Wow, that was
Low,
close.
Hayden.
Got synchronized pit stops with the 10 and 27.
Can you pass me out of, like, once we're out of this corner?
Down and away for the 10, 27, and the 2. There's a race between Bikey and Rivard getting off pit road.
Take it.
See Cleaver in the background in pit road as
Thank
well.
you.
Now where do they come out in relation to Hayden?
Thank you, Travis.
Hayden already cleared them and well on his way through turn number 2. 5 cars left to pit. Roebuck stays out on another one, as does Madigan, Lanin, Lee. See if Hayes comes down. 47 comes up pit road. That'll put Hayden Lowell back up to the 5th spot. There he comes. Did not hear Dalton Hayes say he was pitting that time. Jeremy Scherer looks like he's heading back to pit road. Perhaps the 15 picked up a penalty here. It's 15. Saw him come out the pits, go right back in. Cool looking paint scheme on that car. Has all the looks of a penalty there. Oh, the tires actually went up. Wow. What's going on there? Maybe he forgot tires in the first time around. J Lynch falling back a little bit. Roebuck, race leader, having to deal with cars coming out on fresher tires going around him. 4 of Cleaver's blown past. Now he has the 85 Scott Elston to contend with. J Lynch brings the 69 to pit road. Hits his marks, gets his service. Hayden currently in 5th, Wes Parker 6th. Parker 1.6 seconds behind Hayden. There's Parker. That's the gap to keep the eye on, as those two have already completed their final stop. Should see everyone else come to pit road at some point, including right now for race leader Blake Roebuck and the 91, Dominic Lee. Both cars hitting the pit road. That'll leave us 2 cars from the top of the speed charts, top of the lap charts, to come down pit road. Joe Madigan, Tyler Lanen. See both of them there on screen, the black Mustang and the white and brown Mustang. Those 2 machines are the last 2 to pit, and then Hayden Lowell will resume leading at Pocono. 80 lap race, 14 to go. Part of the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series, Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Head on over to dgsracing.com if you want to come try your luck in these leagues that we run. Click on that big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run along with us. Love to have you. Madigan leads by 1.9 seconds over Tyler Lanen. Wonder how much fuel these cars have left. There is second place Tyler Lanen in the 83. I assume these guys are waiting for a caution. Try to run their tank dry and see what happens.
Pitting in.
Pitting in, not sure if that was Madigan or Lanen. We'll keep an eye on the 76 as he heads through turn 3, very low, probably the 76. Nope. 76 stays on track, so it's going to be the 83. Here he goes, Tyler Lanen. Lanen across the timing line. Hayden Lowell will move up to the 2nd spot. Lanen hits his marks clean. And caution is out. What is the caution for? 68. 68 has had some trouble. Coming out of corner there. Locks it up, smacks the inside wall, spins back towards the track.
The second I hit, man.
iRacing decides that was caution worthy. So Madigan, having not pit, catches the yellow. Now,
I'm kind of in a fucking pickle here, Hayden.
he has to pit for fuel.
I have 0.5 remaining.
Well, if you can talk nice to the 15, he might push you around. 76 just going to take the momentum. Wait for the pace car to catch back up to him.
The clutch is your friend.
That's why I'm not slowing. That's why I'm not going down for the pace car.
Just letting that car coast, hoping he has enough fuel to make it back to pit road. Figuring eventually the pace car will catch back up to him. Take the short way around, run the flat of the track so the fuel pickup actually doesn't help the fuel pickup situation because it should sling it out to the outside of the car. But it's better than hoping the inertia will sling it to the outside of the car. So I guess that does work a little. Going down the short chute, easy to run out of Pocono, such a big track. 2.5 mile triangle shaped racetrack. Madigan's down in turn 3 on the access road. Doing everything he can to get that car back to pit road. What will be interesting is, does anyone else come to pit road? Everyone has the fuel to make it, but do they need the tires? Is the tires that much of an advantage that they come down? We'll keep an eye, see if Hayden comes. He does. So the tires do matter. Here comes Hayden. Wes Parker, JR Deal, Travis Martin, all these guys are coming down pit road. Deal catching that caution too. He
Go
was
to my left. Your pit's
on the
stalled.
same strategy.
Oh, yeah, actually, I forgot.
Lucky dog coming high.
Nathan Lafayette getting the lucky dog. Roebuck Lanin, stay out. Madigan and the 5. Oh my gosh, they both spin into their pit boxes. What on earth was that about?
Feeling you're going to be that guy, Blake.
Dalton Hayes once again getting snarky
Yeah,
on the
I
radio.
literally just pit right when the caution came out.
What I told them guys, I was like, I think there's going to be one person that stays around. It's probably going to be this 30 car. Don't worry. I think we'll have one.
So big change up. 30, Blake Roebuck stays out as he had just hit.
66% of the restarts we've had.
We saw Lanin
turned on real.
also take that very late pit stop. Lanin stays out. Wes Parker comes down in the 22. 4 tires and fuel for him, for Martin, for Evers, JR Deal, Bikey, Bill Rivard, Joe Madigan comes out in 9th after that half spin, and Hayden Lowell is 10th. So that little pit stop snafu with those two sliding into their boxes sideways has cost both of them quite a few positions. So big drama
I
in
just want to
Pocono.
go one race without a pit road problem. One. All I ask. One.
I mean, you didn't speed.
What happened?
You jinxed yourself.
Look, Swift, just calm down. Yeah, cool. I didn't speed. I get it. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Blake Roebuck, Tyler Lanin had just pit when that yellow came out. They stay out here and are the front 2 cars on relatively new tires. Lights are out on our pace car. We'll get you reset. Roebuck Lane in the front row. Parker and Ghostman in the second row. Ghostman has no front end, by the way. That 63 car, no front bumper. Currently in the 4th spot.
Is it just my terrible computer? Or does Travis not have a nose?
Yeah, Travis doesn't have a
No,
nose.
Travis does have the bumper. I think it's your computer.
Well, it's my computer too then, because Travis
I
has
don't
no
see a
front bumper.
bumper, and neither does the broadcast, so...
I don't know how I ended up here.
Honestly, I thought I was going to get screwed when that caution came out.
All right, field is bunched back up. We have 9 laps to go from Pocono.
But now I'm on the front row.
Lottie doesn't see the bumper either. Yeah, that's... I think the people that are messed up are the
Sorry,
ones that
don't.
do see a bumper.
It's fine.
So Ford Chevy on the front row. Bow tie on the inside, blue oval on the outside. Blake Roebuck trying to go 2 for 2 this week. So we mentioned one last night, Charlotte, the ARCA cars. pace car makes that hard left to pit lane. We've got 8 laps to go to decide this one. Roebuck gets us restarted. Wes Parker all over his back bumper. Parker senses Hayden Lowell a little bit further back in the field. This is his opportunity to get towards the front. Field fans out as they head down towards turn number 1. And a crash ensues. Edwards up on his side in the 14. Yellow flag comes back out in the air.
Sorry, Hayden.
Someone drops an F-bomb. Take a look at this one as Edwards goes up on his side. See the 14 with the yellow numbers, white body. A lot of cars stacking up in one place. Dominic Lee comes up into the 14, shoots him into the 9 of JR Deal. Deal Rick careens off the wall. That catches the side of Edwards, sends him up and roof first into the wall. See Will Ashburner get a piece. Edwards loses his hood, his trunk, his spoiler, and his back bumper. All gone off the 14 car. Bikey. What happens to Bikey? He takes a big wall hit in the 27. Very close to contact with the Ghost Man there. Then Bikey gets back on the gas. Oh, corrects it. And into the wall goes the 27. Separate incident for him. But Bikey eating the wall as well. Heard an oops, sorry, Hayden. We'll see if anything happens around the 5 car.
You gotta pass me.
Don't see anything dramatic with the 5. Man, poor Bikey.
I
Lane
just want one race where I run in the top 3 for the first 3 quarters to actually end there.
Somebody could low, you don't laugh much.
Hmm.
It's because I have so many L's.
The Becca joke. Tyler Lane and race leader Blake Roebuck P2 as Bikey hits pit road. Probably to repair damage on that 27 after he hits the wall pretty hard. Hayden does have some front end damage on that 5 car now. Wes Parker is going to restart 3rd. Ethan Evers 4th. Joe Madigan 5th. Travis Martin's fallen to 6th. Hayden
Lucky
Lowell
dog
7th. Dominic Lee 8th. Cody Cleaver 9th. Bill Rivard 10th. 47 Dalton Hayes going to get the lucky dog in the Oreo Chevrolet. I heard you bring out the homie. I knew then things were getting serious. Mike Edwards, last car on the lead lap, hits pit road again. 17th, because why not, right? Up and over he went. No fast repair, so he's going to have to repair as much damage as he can. Head back out there. As if he doesn't have a tow. Looks like he drove it on the pit road because the lane and the box times are different, so he's just taking damage repair at that point. It was a lot better than what you're actually saying. Of course it was.
So, is it on green or on leader?
How do we get this question asked every week?
Leader.
Thank you.
It's like a league-wide policy in every race, and this guy's raced a few with us. I don't get it. Restarts is on the 3rd car of the inside row. Who would that even be here? Joe Madigan? Yeah. Restarts on Madigan. That would be funny. That was your boy Dominic, Mike. You know that, right? Dominic Lee, 98. Field works their way out of turn number 2, down towards the final turns. We're getting set for another restart with 5 laps remaining in Pocono. You don't know who Dominic Lee is? Well then. You've only met him in person a few times. Why would you know who that is? Tyler Lanin, race leader. Blake Roebuck, outside front row. Set to get us restarted. Laning back on the gas. Spurts out in front of Blake Roebuck. Wes Parker not able to get the run we thought he would down on the inside. He tries to cut off Joe Madigan. Not going to be able to do it. That sends Parker up the track. Madigan around. Yeah, I had a feeling that was not going to go well. Ethan Evers and the rest of the field piling into that one. Parker trying to cut off Madigan, had a weird entry into the corner. Sent him up the track in front of Evers. And Evers gets tagged from behind by Dominic Lee. Lee gets into Travis Martin as well. Hayden Lowell gets a piece. Bikey, Montrose. See Roberts, 31 of Asherbrander. Scherer's in there. You got a shot before that? That would be correct, Corey. Ultimately. But you see the 22 kind of kicks this off by coming way down trying to block Madigan, then swerves back up to get his corner entry. And it shoots him up in front of Evers. Evers checks up to not hit him, then tries to turn down. And then when he turns down, I think the 98 was already there. So that one may be on Evers. Let's ride on Ethan 8 car here a little bit. Get one final look from the far chase and see. This is usually the most telling way you can look at him. Parker shoots back up after trying to cut off Madigan unsuccessfully. And then the 8 tries to turn down underneath. Yeah, he comes down, 98 comes up, and I don't know. Didn't even seem like the 8 came down all that much there. 98 definitely came up. Gets into the 8. And then all hell breaks loose. 98 gets shoved down into Roberts. Collects Asherbrander.
Let me know.
Martin gets a piece.
But I'm going to the pits.
Martin's had a rough race.
Black clear. Passing Travis.
What?
Yeah, my bad. My screen froze. I just held my wheels straight as I could there.
Just having?
Like a dog on high.
Whose wheel froze?
I don't know why my screen always freezes when we get the green white checkered graphic that pops up.
Was that it?
Being told it was netcode. Whatever. I don't think I have any damage though. Sorry.
I don't see any contact
Yeah,
there.
I got caught up in the wreck, and that made me lose the lucky dog.
That's the 2 car. Could be. Could be Jay. Could have had to chase it up the track to not spin it out. Wow. For a race that went green for so long, a lot of drama unfolding at the end of it. I really need some water. I really wish I had a water bottle. But I drank them all. It's a problem with water. If you drink them all, you got no more. Funny how that works. Tyler Lehnen, race leader. Blake Roebuck second. Joe Madigan third. Wes Parker fourth. Madigan's had a good car. With Hayden out of the picture, this race is wide open again. We headed to the green-white checker attempt here. See Jake Lawrence catching back up in that green Power Rangers car.
68, I'm just coming out of turn 1, so I'm going to be a second. Here you go, bud. I'll just be eating some A back here.
Jake Lawrence, I guess the lucky dog, has to wait for Mike Edwards, Hayden Lowell, Clint Roberts to come around. Edwards trying to keep it on the lead lap, has no hood, no spoiler, no trunk, and no back bumper. Car has seen better days. At least he still has a front nose, I guess. Hayden has no back bumper on the 5 and no front clip. Clint Roberts had an up and down day, been up, been down, up in top 10. Now he's back down to 16th. Car looks better than the two in front of him, at least. He's currently 16th. Montrose a lap down 17th. Clapper a lap down 18th. Martin a lap down on pit road in 19th. Just the chassis, no sheet metal. That'd be the style right there. Ethan Evers, I guess he's meatballed. I'll sit on pit road 22nd. Last car still in the race. JR Deal, Justin Wilkinson, Daniel Awal, and Cody Brown already out of this one. Field makes our way through turn number 3. And we get a green-white checker attempt numero uno. Could see up to 3 if we need them.
Oh, we're going to have to clear black flags. I'm down on power.
We are underway. Tyler Lehnen gets us restarted, jumps to the top in front of Blake Roebuck to get his corner entry.
Yeah, I need to clear.
76, Joe Madigan. Going to try and get second away from Roebuck.
I also need a clear.
And is successful getting by Roebuck. Wes Parker trying to charge all the way up. Had to
appreciate it.
Pinch it down a little bit. Roebuck stays in the gas on the outside in the 30. That's going to hurt Parker. Roebuck gets back in front of him. Battle for the lead as Madigan closes in on the back of Tyler Lehnen. Lehnen takes that very low exit, forces Madigan to go to the high side. Madigan says, no problem. I'll go up there. Lehnen sends it in low. Madigan leaves him plenty of room. Madigan going to charge to the race lead on the top, going the long way around Tyler Lehnen. White flag in the air. We are coming to the finish of this one. Madigan, the race leader. Tyler Lehnen in second. Looks like he really sent it down there in turn 1. That's going to hurt him on corner exit as Wes Parker is going to be on the back of him, and that's going to be Joe Madigan's ticket to get away from second place. Lehnen now trying to guard from Parker, but I believe Parker's already there. Parker to the inside in the tunnel turn. Lehnen sends it in hot. That might get him a date with the wall. Very close. Oh, Lehnen trying to cut off Roebuck. Not quite able to do it. Madigan in the 76, going to come off of turn number 3. Joe Madigan going to pick him up another win. So he picks up the victory at Pocono. Wes Parker second. Roebuck,
Sorry about that bump, Bill.
I believe, got 4th. Lehnen third. Cars are blinking in and out. Very confusing.
That's right,
Looks like
guys.
Roebuck got
Congrats,
4th. Rivard 5th.
That's one, dude.
Cody Cleaver gets 6th. Jay Munch 7th.
Yeah,
Dalton
well,
Hayes
2 wins I backed in, dude.
rebounds to 8.
Good race.
Brandon Bikey gets the 9th spot. Helson in 10th. Ashebrander scores 11th. Nathan Lafayette 12th. Jake Lawrence 13th. It's like Hayden finished 14th. Roberts 15th. Edwards 16th and smashes the wall for fun. Montrose 17th. Clapper Newell 18th. Jeremy Scherer 19th. Travis Martin 20th. Dominic Lee 21st. Ethan Evers 22nd. Drivers congratulating Joe Madigan on his win. Watch Madigan come burn him down. We can get our top 3 finishers over in the waiting room. We got Leanin already. We'll get to you in a moment. Need West to get in there, and our winner, Joe Madigan. Of course, I checked this camera earlier and it was different. Madigan celebrating in the 76. Let's go ahead and pull in 83, Tyler Lehman.
Hey.
Well, you brought it home in the 3rd spot, not too shabby. Looks like you were trying to send as many blocks as you could there at the end, just not able to make that car wide enough. Tell me how those last few laps were.
Well, I told myself if I didn't win, I wanted to be in a wall, and I didn't block good enough to end up in a wall.
Everyone was safely able to make it around to your blocks, and you still brought it home P3 at least. So good run there for the 83 machine. You got any friends, family, sponsors you got to shout out here?
Brian Hicks Driving Experience, Dylan Dreiling. That's about it.
10-4. We'll see you back here next week. Congrats on the podium finish.
Thank you.
Tyler Lehman in the 83, bringing it home in P3. Let's grab Wes Parker, give him his second interview of the day. Wesley, DJ, you got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. How are you, sir? You brought it home in P2. Not too shabby. Thought you might have a chance when Hayden had his issues, but still bringing it home second. In that beautiful defending champion paint job, by the way. I love that paint team. Great to see you have a good run. Tell me how your night was tonight.
I mean, kind of screwed up. I should have pitted so I get the stage points, and I went from like having 9 to 2, so that kind of really bit me. Really, like the whole focus right now is just getting as many stage points before the playoffs, really. So, I mean, I'm glad I got second and stuff, but like I really kind of screwed up the strategy all the way around. So, I mean, I don't know. Not too enthused right now about it.
You know how Kyle Busch you sound right now?
I know. Sorry. I'm focusing for the playoffs.
Second place. Second place can be a bummer sometimes, but hey, it's still a second place.
Yeah, like I'm still happy I got second. I mean, it's fun and everything. It's tracks. I enjoyed this track. I like it a lot. But yeah, just really for the whole season stuff. I mean, it's mainly focusing on stage points right now and leading the most laps. So
10-4. All right, you got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs you want to shout out to? And if you don't say Autumn, I'm going to find you and smack you.
you already said Autumn, so I don't even have to say it.
Now you said Autumn too. Ha!
Okay, see, yeah. Yeah, her. She's probably asleep, maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
The whole tense crew, a little tongue twister a little bit, but shout out to them. Thank you for doing this league, like Travis, like for doing this league and stuff. I enjoy it a lot. I only get to do like one per week because I just do so much other stuff. But like this is why I like running. I like running the Xfinity class. It's really fun. And shout out to the sponsor of the league too, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth Screen Printing, fwscreen.com. Yes, sir. All right, bud, we'll let you get on out of here for the week. Enjoy your other racing endeavors, and we'll see you back next week.
All right, see ya.
It's Wes Parker getting his second place, and then we'll go ahead and grab big race winner. Seems to be a theme going on. Talking to Joe Madigan after a race, getting the victory tonight. How does it feel?
Obviously it feels good, but it didn't come without controversy along with my other win. But once again, I guess strategy just was played right and caution came in our hands. And once again, just like Indy a couple weeks ago, I stayed out later than everybody else and had that tire set an extra, I think, like 4 or 5 laps later than everybody else. And just got lucky with restarts, quick timing, and aggressive moves down the front stretch to get in position.
Yeah, I don't think cautions are that controversial. Winning by having pit strategy is not controversial. It's just fortunate. No one's going to come at you sideways for it. Trust me. It's the only way I have wins.
It really depends on which side of it you're on. Obviously, like on my end, you know, I mean, you take them where you can get them, but you know, obviously I want to be straight up dominant, but that just wasn't the case. But we got to win.
I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with being an Alex Bowman. He's having a good life, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's living the dream. I mean, he's in the Cup Series, winning races, and popular. So what else you want?
Exactly. All right, bud. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs you need to throw out there for us?
Oh, yeah, I like to thank Penske, Napa Auto Parts, Mad Dog Designs, Ford, everyone that helps me out, Madigan Motorsports. Hayden Law, once again dominated and fell short and had the late race incident, but I'd like to apologize to Jake Lawrence. Got into the back of him middle of the race because he lifted on the straightaway when I thought he was trying to push him past somebody, and lifted, and I didn't expect it, and we just got hooked together. So a stupid mistake on my part. Was not very happy with him on the mic in the moment, but and then now that I had like 40 laps to kind of, you know, go over it, it was probably should have been smarter. But yeah, and also my family and especially you, Travis, having the thing Fort Worth screen printing.
Man, imagine drivers being angry on the radio. That never happens.
Nah, never, dude.
All right, bud. Congrats on the victory, and tell me, I'm looking ahead at the schedule next week. We got 225 laps at Bristol. How you feeling about that one?
Not confident at all.
But I know you got to race the last 2 races to make the playoffs. You're going to be here both weeks.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Just Bristol, I'm probably just going to be happy to be there. I'm really good at Bristol, but other people aren't, and that's where I'm scared. So
10-4. You know, everyone feels that same way. For the most part, most people say, I like Bristol. I just don't like other drivers at Bristol.
Yeah, it seems to be a common theme. At least everyone can agree on that.
Right? But the problem is half the time the person saying they like Bristol is the driver that's the problem.
Yeah, no one wants to be the problem, but everyone else is the problem. So
exactly. Typical drivers.
Yep.
All right, bud. We'll see you at Bristol next week. Congrats on the win, and enjoy your week.
All right, thank you, DD.
Joe Madigan in the 76, getting the victory tonight in his Madigan Motorsports 76 car. Thank you guys for being here. We have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can head over there, pick up a subscription, buy this car and these tracks, these cars and this track. Come on out and race with us. You guys can have a good time running in the leagues where you don't have to sweat out any kind of iRacing, what's it called, incident points or any kind of iRating. You just come on out and have fun. Just relax. Can be a bit infuriating as you see Ethan Evers in chat talking about his string of bad luck. He's been wrecked quite a lot here towards the end of the races lately. It has to be very frustrating, but he's been running good. As I said, iRacing.com, go there, get a subscription, get these cars, get the track. Come on out and race with us. Head on over to dgsracing.com. You can click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run the ARCA cars Monday night, these Xfinity cars on Tuesdays. Wednesday, we have our Cup Series. Thursday, you can do a doubleheader with us as we have Super Late Models and the Truck Series. Friday, we do fun hosted races, give away some iRacing credit. Saturday, we have our Legends Series, runs short tracks and road courses. And then we have Street Stocks, runs dirt and asphalt on Sunday. So come check them all out. We'd love to have you. DGSRacing.com, click on the big red snake to get to our Discord. Appreciate you guys being here so much. We'll catch you in the next race.